Hi everybody, and welcome to week 2, or welcome back. If I didn't scare you off in the first week, that's a good thing. Welcome back. Anyhow, this is the week we're going to start talking about the history of casino gaming. This is without a doubt one of my favorite topics because there is such a colorful, rich history of Las Vegas. Now, I gave you some videos to watch, one of which is Mob on the Run. It's almost 2 hours, and it dives into the criminal aspect, what we all hear of the mob that once ran Las Vegas. And I thought it was fascinating. My attorney is actually in there, and I was at arm's length from some of those guys who dealt with them within the casinos. And as they, moved out of their career, I was coming into my career in the casino business. So those stories were fantastic. And that documentary, Mob on the Run, it's old. I think it was 1987 when this thing was made, but the information in there is fantastic. So make sure you watch that this week. We will have some questions on that in the quiz coming up. So your assignment is obviously watch this video. Take a look at the PowerPoint voiceovers, and I have those videos up there. And I believe I recorded those probably a year ago, so they may be kind of rough, but still they reinforce the materials that are in the chapter, which is Chapter 1, History of Casino Gaming in your textbook. Hopefully you've gotten that. And watch the second half of Mob on the Run, the YouTube video. And I threw out on the discussion board a question. Tell me about your casino experience. Have you been to one, and if so, which casinos? And what did you like or not like? I mean, tell me all about that. And if not, if you have not been to a casino before, tell me which one you'd like to go to and why. Chances are I've been at them. I've been to almost every casino in North America at one point in my career. So jump on all that. Take a look at that stuff. The rest of the video. Make sure you take the quiz as well on the history of casino gaming, and it's pretty straightforward. It is 10 questions, I believe. I think I threw in an extra point, an extra credit question as well. And as we go through this semester, I'll use this time frame in this video to show you some of my memorabilia. I have some old posters, some signed signed photos and things like that from my days in the casino business. And as you can tell, by the way, this industry, I've got notes here for you guys. As you can tell, in this industry, it's filled with what we call the sin industry. So if you have any sensitivity towards some of that, this is your warning that this will come up. So especially in things like this video, that they talk about some of the murders and the intimidation that occurred early on. So, take that into account. If you've got a problem with that, please let me know and we'll make arrangements. Also, I wanted to mention this. Steve Wynn, who is a gentleman that I used to work for, I mentioned him in this week's lectures. Fascinating. I've learned more from that man than in any of my other experiences in the hospitality business. But here's something interesting I want you to know about him. He was the first person to hire a house band, and everybody in the industry thought he was crazy for hiring a house band, plus paying them at the time, which was an astronomical sum of $300,000 a year for this particular act to play for a few months during that year, and then he'd come back at later times. That act was Frank Sinatra. Gave him an early break on that. Now, if you go to the Wynn in Las Vegas, they have a restaurant, an Italian restaurant called Sinatra's. Steve Wynn and the Sinatra family have been friends going back to when he gave Frank one of his first breaks. You get the old recipes, the old family recipes, and you can see all the old memorabilia there. It really is kind of cool, but it's tucked away to where you almost have to have an invitation to go there. But if you ever have that chance, let me know, and I'll see if I can talk to you a little bit more about that. Now, in the video about Mob on the Run, there's a guy named Tough Tony Spalatros. Now, he was a mob enforcer, okay? His defense attorney, and they go into him, you'll see him walking around him. His name is Oscar. What's really neat about this is Oscar wound up becoming the mayor of Las Vegas not too long ago. I think about 5-10 years ago is when he was there. So let me see what else. Yeah, that's about it. Make sure you pay attention to the stuff in there, in that video. And if you've got any questions, please let me know. Take that quiz. Like I said, it's only 10 questions, 5 points each, and there's a bonus question in there as well. So hope you guys have a great week, and we will talk hopefully soon. Let me know if you got any questions.